The pandemic led to lots of shortages, from PPE to chlorine for your pool, and here's another one. The price of lumber has gone up, and that could be a problem this hurricane season if you have to board up. Local 10's Laren Livingston is in Miami with the bad news. Laren?
As soon as the storm starts churning out there, Brian, I know you know this, folks start lining up in here trying to get their hands on some plywood, all to protect their homes, of course. Hopefully they won't have to do that this hurricane season, but if they do, you should expect some sticker shock if they can find that stuff.
The biggest storm, mills catching on fire and being shut down for months at a time, a combination of certain mills just closing, domestic markets trying to sell abroad because they can get more money. Like, none of those things, even in combination, have created the shortage and just increase in price. I've never seen anything like it in 25 years.
Jose Alvarez is sitting on a yellow wood gold mine. He's one of the managers of Shell Lumber in Miami.
Last March, okay, right before the pandemic hit, this product that we're gonna look at now was about $23 a sheet. As of this morning, it's $72 a sheet. The same product, made the same way, made by the same people, it just costs that much more. So we're talking about a 300% increase in price in just over a year.
For one 4 by 8 foot sheet of 3/4 inch plywood, commonly seen flying off hardware store shelves right before a storm. Speaking of shelves, you'll notice no prices displayed here.
Because all these are the commodity items, and literally they change minimally twice a week.
And as with so many things, you can blame the pandemic for this plywood pricing pandemonium.
When COVID first hit, the sawmills shut down with anticipation there'd be a hiccup in the housing market. What happened was just the opposite.
Rusty Payton heads the Florida Home Builders Association. As building kept booming, closed mills meant low lumber supply amid that high demand.
They're going to have sticker shock, and nothing tells me that between now and June, July, or August, any of that's coming down. So go ahead and deal with it.
In fact, he says projected plywood prices could be high well beyond hurricane season, till January 2022. As expensive as it is, Payton says,
buy it now, but I think if you make the assumption that the wood's going to be there when the hurricane is out there brewing, you're making a false assumption.
But even early preparation comes with caveats.
Even if you can afford it, you may not be able to find it. Because once this runs out, I may not even be able to get more. I've never seen this stuff get to this level in scarcity and obviously in price.
And just one more thing to ponder: with prices where they are right now for one sheet of plywood, it could potentially cost you more to board up your home in the event of one storm than it would be to, say, get some aluminum shutters installed on your home that would protect it for many storms to come. Brian?
You may think that buying plywood now and saving it is an option, but you have to think about where you're going to store it. You need a cool, dry place where there's no moisture, otherwise it might rot or warp. And as Laren pointed out, there are plenty of options and better options for shuttering your home.